got ourselves Kragar charging out first versus Paulo. Paulo not even given an opportunity to really give himself much of a setup here. Does get him give himself a gateway, is going to set up a portal, now setting up a gateway. Fear onto Kragar is going to go for a Zerker Rage out of it. Going to go for a potential leap for Paulo. I think he's trying to set up for maybe like an angle to leap. Does land the leap just to make sure he gets a slow into Paulo. Paulo could potentially take the gateway. That's going to be a full burst out of Kragar. Does drop down Infernal on the boy's head. Is that going to be a wreck? Actual wreck from Kragar? Looks like it was just a proc of wreck. Paulo already taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to be shattering throw to break through his shield. Got himself a full big Chaos Bolt setup. That's going to be not able to get himself a double Chaos Bolt though. My question is, does Paulo have himself the double Chaos Bolt loaded up? Because as a demon, as a destruction warlock, you actually can spend soul shards on Rain of Fire while waiting for the duel. And then set up for a big old Chaos Bolt later. Gonna be spawning yet another Infernal. Whilst it is by second, it's another Infernal, maybe dropping in as more bolts are flying out. Eventually should be able to get himself a big old purple Infernal with a Blasphemy. Mordecai sending Kragar, does trick it, there's gonna be an interrupt on that Fear. Paula going for a big old port. Kragar does charges away from super far away. It's gonna be Paula getting in with an execute as the Chaos Bolt comes out, or maybe Rain of Fire, but does drop in the Blasphemy for like a hot second, but then that thing never really got to materialize. It never really got to grow. Unforged. And Kragar just didn't really give the boy that much of an opportunity. Gonna be Bagger up next versus Kragar. Did take a bit of damage from the Infernos, from the pets. And Bagger trying to go for a bit of an auto duel with Kragar. Oh, I like that. Look at the mug. I like it a lot. Look at the bow. Does Kragar return one? I think he did. I think Kragar acknowledged it. So Bagger, I like that. I like Bagger's probably gonna walk up and slaughter Kragar, put full bleeds on him, but he's giving him as much of an auto duel as I can, dude. And I love seeing that in the 5v5 duel arena when you guys give each other on a duel. You don't necessarily have to, which is why it's even more special. You don't have to. You can just go in and blast him out of the way. But when you do, it's even more special. I think Bagger swapping in as a Necro distance. He doesn't let himself the Sepsis go. He's playing more of a bleed longevity build, bleeding out the enemy over time. Going to be kitted shot on a Kragar with a full spike. There's going to be Kragar popping out big defenses with enrage regeneration. Potentially evasion from Bagger. Looks like he's going to try to see if he can back up out of the shot. Himself past Kragar. Going to be quick charge towards Bagger. As he got a Vendetta rolling in on Kragar. Minor popping defensive here goes for advantage as Kragar pops big cooldowns. I don't even know if Kragar even popped Banner yet, but he got himself the Kevin Slime for a second to at least build some resources off of, and Bagger got himself a full reset. Disarm onto Bagger is going to go for Shadow and Throw. Quick blind onto Kragar. Potentially might be able to force a Trinket out of him. Kragar not going anywhere. He's expecting for Bagger to have a go. Vantage might be back up for Bagger very, very soon. Does play the Dustwalker's Legendary, I believe. I imagine he would. Bagger trying to see if he might be able to give himself big spikes with his Kragar. Kitted shot to follow. Does not have Vendetta just yet. He needs a little bit more energy to spend. Actually, I don't even know if he's running Dustwalkers like him. Big defense on a Kragar with an Enrage Regen. Able to siphon a lot of health from the Battle Trance. Fighting versus Bagger. Quick leaps away. Is going to go for a quick flash cut. Bagger is next to him. Might be able to. Does get himself a kick with a Shadow Step. Looking to keep the dots rolling in. Kragar with Enrage. With Recklessness, I think it was just a proc. Massive crushing blows. Bagger might be in big trouble. Oh, Kragar! Just got himself. Was that a real Recklessness proc or was that just a random proc? Gonna be a Zerker Rage potential. Kragar trinkets out. Legs to follow. Does he have any mobility? Try to see if he can leap away from Morgan Monk. Might need to go for a fear. Does he have a fear for Morgan? That's gonna be a lot of pets on him. Definitely needs to go for Enrage Regeneration as soon as possible. Does someone to Morgan, but it's gonna be a quick kick, taking him out. As Morgan looking for a bit of a reset. Gonna be Sejuro up next, charging out on his Gladiator Drake. Trying to see if he might be able to avenge Kragar, who got himself 2 kills. But Morgan was able to take him out. Morgan, quick jab around the corner, using the positional of Sejuro to just try to see if he can swing past him. Fist of Fury flying, denying him any kind of damage, any kind of opportunity. Gonna be a stun. Morgan might be in big trouble. Charging at him. It's gonna be Karma. Morgan might still die through his Karma, trying to recover as much as possible. It's gonna be Forbrew as well, trying to give himself as much of a fighting chance. Quick fear by Sejuro. That's gonna be a trinket for Morgan, trying to roll away. Sejuro get the banner. One more execute. I think it's just a crushing blow at the end instead. Taking him out with home. Gonna be up next. Looks like maybe trying to give an honor to Sejuro. At least kind of let him know that, hey, I'm a rogue. I'm giving you an opportunity to get maybe some kind of a setup. Trinket out of Sejuro, as it's going to be the Night Fate burst. Sejuro goes for the stone onto a home with the Cloak of Shadows really, really early. Sejuro goes in for a massive big heal. I think impending victory together with Enrage Regeneration, blind by the rogue, as you can say, with a disarm. Now, question is, does home roll the 100% crit Lego? Because that might have been a cheesy crit Lego go. That might have been a cheesy crit Lego, and I think Sajuro survived it. It's going to be Whirlwind, getting the rogue out in the open hole. Might have to pop an invasion here pretty early. Kidney shot versus Sajuro, either really short kidney or heavily DR'd. As Home trying to see if he could swing past Sajuro. Stormbolt does stop and play Sajuro. Does not play in Impending Victory. Then I'm starting to think about it. He plays a Stormbolt. See, well, how do you heal that? I guess it just enrage regen and just hope for the best. Maybe pop to Warlock Hellstone. Give himself as much health to work with. Potentially Battlemaster Trinket. I didn't think it so. Home does go for a bit of a reset. As Sajuro, I think, wants to kind of force this rogue out away from any kind of pillar. Sap on home by Home into a kidney shot. And I think this man is running the 100% crit Lego for like Vendetta, full Sepsis Burst. Disarmament to Home for a second. Sajuro got himself big damage. That's going to be full wreck. Potentially crushing blows, pounding right through Home. Looks like he might be able to have him here. Big X going to fall. And I think Cheat Jet just survived him. But it is going to be able to take him out with Dirks. Why did Dirks flag the ban? Why? What did the man do? You got another one? One more. Come on. There's 3. Make it 2-4. No? Okay. I don't know why he did all that. Poor man just wanted to play the game and he didn't want to become a post for flags. I don't understand what that was all about. Emotes gonna be up next. And the last one for the team too. Trying to see if he might be able to bring glory to his team. He got to fight with Sajuro, and then he's got Dirks and Advo. And I think Archie left. I think Archie left probably knowing that Sajuro's like, okay, this man's probably going to win this. Emotes trying to see if he can cheese him with a sniper shot. Kyrian bursts around the corner. Is able to fight right through it with a rapid fire right after. Does himself double tap to follow to it. It's going to be aim shot, but looks like Sajuro does walk out of the Kyrian. It's going to be an interrupt on the flash. Going to stun into Emotes does trick out of it to follow. Sajuro going for the leap. Needs to get it slow into Emotes. That's going to be a banner back up. It's going to be Emotes potentially going for a trap. It's going to be a freezing trap as Sajuro trick inside of Emotes. Hit with a fear. Does he go for a turtle? He might have to go for a turtle. Immediately going to be a binding shot for a second. Sajuro does get himself rooted for a moment. Bladestorm is going to break him out of it, but Emotes with a turtle shell. I think the Marksmanship Hunter might just have to wait until the next sniper shot go. It's going to be Sajuro charging back out for Emotes. As soon as he gets that line of sight, Emotes has the aim shot ready. But there's going to be a stun for a second. Stun by Sajuro. Doesn't have the mobility to catch up to Emotes. Maybe this hunter could maybe say something happen. Rapid fire for Sajuro as he goes in for a wreck. Freezing trap stops him in place. If he can just find a way to root him out in the open. Potentially could have some kind of a go with the Kyrian. Looks like it's just going to be a full camera reset. As something hit him for a second. Was it just like the animation from Sajuro just never really played during like a rampage or something? It just plays out? I think that's what it was, but definitely didn't take damage from anything. It just looked like he did, but didn't in fact take any. Gonna be Sajuro picking up the eye for a second. Emotes. If he can go for a quick binding shot, Kyrian burst, then he might have himself a big go. It's gonna be binding shot for a second. Rogue picking up stealth? Why did Dirk pick up the eye there for a second? That's going to be Emotes trying to get a hit with a Stormbolt. It's going to be Sajuro trying to see if he might be able to just survive this burst. Seeing the Kyrian decide to burn in Rage Regeneration. Emotes maybe looking for the reset, looking for the freezing trap. While the Reflect is up for Sajuro, definitely doesn't want to go for it. This is where you really wish you had the Kyrian, because you could just kind of shoot at Sajuro from behind the pillar. There's no pillar for him to hide behind. But he uses cooldowns maybe a little early. Although I wonder if you're playing the Kyrian Mechanical Soulbind, you might be able to get like 4 seconds off of the cooldown on that. Maybe 6 seconds. So the hunter can get a free stealth. Wait, Dirks is helping the hunter? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. He's picking up the eye, so Sajuro can't pick it up. So then Emotes can go for a reset. Huh. Flash got that out for Sajuro. Sniper shot from afar. Is able to burn through a flash gun pretty quickly. Emotes watch himself getting hit with a Stormbolt. That's going to potentially big damage to Sajuro. Does he reflect for the next ghost? Emotes trying to see if he can fade death. Isn't dead. Oh! Sajuro almost got fooled. That was actually a really good feign death. And then Sajuro's like, wait, the game didn't end. Hold on. Oh my god. Is that a Mechanome? Yes, it is. Hunter came out Eternal 1 second a corner. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure, but he definitely tried his very, very best. I mean, when you're going up against that boy Sajuro, I mean, that guy is a monster, dude. He doesn't really give you a break at all, does he?